Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we continue our week of looking at the pre-constructed decks from Secrets of Strixhaven. As I'm sure you saw from the thumbnail, we are looking at Witherbloom Pestilence. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Like most recent pre-constructed commander decks, Witherbloom Pestilence comes with two optional commanders. The first of which is Dina, Essence Brewer, a 3-mana 2/3 legendary Dryad Druid. She makes it so that whenever we sacrifice a creature, we draw a card, but this ability only triggers once each turn. We may also pay 2 mana, tap Dina, and sacrifice a creature. If we do, we gain X life and put X +1/+1 counters on target creature we control, where X was the sacrificed creature's power. The other commander is Forma the Gullet, a 3-mana 1/3 legendary pest frog with lifelink. Whenever another creature we control dies, we put a +1/+1 counter on Gorma. Additionally, non-token creatures we control enter with an additional +1/+1 counter on them for each creature that died under our control this turn. Okay, so initially I felt that these two worked well together, but eventually an idea hit me. Dina cares about sacrifice, but Gorna cares about death. There's a difference in Magic. So we're going to tune Dina to be a more aristocrats-focused commander deck, and then use the cards we're cutting to build a new Gorma deck that's focused on +1/+1 counters and turning creatures sideways. We don't care how many of our creatures die each turn, we just want to make Gorma huge. So the question is, what are we cutting, and what are we adding? To answer that question, let's take a look at the base of the deck and see how it measures up. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. So to compare, Witherbloom Pestilence has 46 mana sources split between 37 lands and 9 pieces of ramp. Could use some upgrades here. 8 pieces of card advantage, could use a bit more draw, 12 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Bojuka Bog and Final Act, no sudden I win cards, but I have something fun we can add. Okay, so to help tune the deck we're adding 3 visits, Rampant Growth, Farseek, and Pitiless Plunderer as mana ramp. For additional card advantage, we've got Liliana Dreadhorde General, and Twilight Prophet, 1 consistent and 1 powerful. For aristocrat effects, we've got Cauldron of Essence, Bastion of Remembrance, and Poison Tip Archer. Finally, to help close out the game, we've got the combo of Jumbo Cactar and Vito Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Jumbo Cactar with Dina is just silliness. Gorma the Gullet, of course, but we're also cutting Stensian Sanguinist, Feral Appetite, Blight Mound, Nether Trader, Blossoming Bog Beast, Mycoloth, Creekwood Liege, Guillaume Master Chef, Mazarik Crawl Death Priest, and Merchant of Venom. Mostly +1/+1 counter shenanigans, as well as some mass sacrifice effects to help grow other creatures. All of these cuts will go in our new deck. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from new sponsor, BCW. BCW has been making high-quality, cost-effective products for both collectors and retailers for over 40 years. If you want to store, display, or sort your cards, check them out. I've been using their inner sleeves for years now and have never had an issue. Be sure to click the link down below and use code DANON10 for a 10% discount on your order. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm streaming on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. Sometimes I'm building Commander decks, other times I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but you're always welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Undergrowth Stadium, Deathcap Glade, Woodland Cemetery, Woodland Chasm, Haunted Mire, Vernal Fen, Festering Thicket, Tainted Wood, Twilight Mire, Llanowar Wastes, Necroblossom Snarl, Temple of Malady, Golgari Rot Farm, Witherbloom Campus, Bojuka Bog, Myriad Landscape, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, 6 swamps, and 11 forests. A good mix of budget dual lands, some utility lands, and basics, as is right and proper. Starting off our Mana Ramp package, we're running Soul Ring and Arcane Signet as Mana Rocks. For Land Ramp, we've got Sakura Tribe Elder, 3 Visits, Rampant Growth, Nature's Lore, Farseek, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, Skyshroud Claim, and Migration Path. We've also got Gyre Sage and Rishkar Pima Renegade serving as mana dorks. Mostly land ramp, which is appropriate for our color identity. For card advantage, we're running Eternal Witness, Return of the Wild Speaker, Twilight Prophet, Phyrexian Arena, Rishkar's Expertise, Victimize, Night's Whisper, Harmonize, Sign in Blood, Read the Bones, Vraska Joins Up, Terra Symbiosis, and Garruk's Uprising. Mostly card draw, but a bit of recursion is always nice. Our interaction and spot removal package consists of Assassin's Trophy, Beast Within, Putrefy, Return to Nature, Naturalize, Cankerbloom, Reclamation Sage, Golgari Charm, Asterian's Thirst, Ram Through, Death Sprout, and Casualties of War. Lots of ways to keep our opponents in line. For board wipes, we've got Toxic Deluge and Final Act. I like having some flexibility in our board wipes. The core of our deck consists of Stensian Sanguinist, Feral Appetite, Blight Mound, Nether Trader, Blossoming Bogbeast, Mycoloth, Creekwood Liege, Guillaume Master Chef, Mazarek Kral Death Priest, Merchant of Venom, Blech Loping Pest, Forgotten Ancient, Walking Ballista, and Fractal Harness. Lots of ways to make huge creatures and put +1/+1 counters on them. Speaking of which, we've also got Corpsejack Menace, Hardened Scales, Ozolith the Shattered Spire, Invigorating Surge, Evolution Sage, Dusk Shellcrawler, Gaia's Gift, and Hydra's Growth to help us support our plan and to make our creatures even bigger. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. Right on target. 13 pieces of card advantage. 12 pieces of interaction. 2 board wipes. 3 pieces of graveyard hate in Bojuka Bog, Final Act, and Return to Nature. 1 Sudden I Win card in Walking Ballista. Now, we don't have any loops that will give Walking Ballista infinite mana, but we do have lots of +1/+1 counter enhancers. And our commander could, theoretically, help Walking Ballista to become enormous. But whether or not we ever see Walking Ballista, we have lots of ways to close out the game. Especially with cards like Dusk Shellcrawler giving our commander trample. Nice army of tokens you have there. Too bad my commander can trample over them and kill you anyway. Are you picking up Witherbloom Pestilence? What are your plans with the deck? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Robert, Pi, Kazaris, Patrick, Boomy, Oscar, Justin, Golden Walker, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel Zombie, Luke, Brian, Richard, and Jeff. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.